Kia ora and welcome to the 2020 Junior Touch Nationals Tournament Briefing. Thanks to all our sponsors to make this event possible and to keeping our costs down, particularly our principal partner, Bunnings. Key contacts is Guy Barton, Tournament Manager, Tamara Keefe, Media and Comms, and Michael King, Disciplinary and Judiciary. Tournament communication processes will be through the following methods: contact via mobile, email, Touch New Zealand website, Touch New Zealand social media, and on-field sound system. Please note that tour managers are the approved agents for communication on behalf of teams to tournament management and HQ. Results board will be situated by tournament control at the bottom of the stairs by the closed field. Touch New Zealand will also be updating online within 30 minutes of the game completed. Injury management. D3 will be available basic injuries, strapping and physio services for the entire weekend. Fit 360 will have warm-up and activations area as well. Please note that St John's ambulance service will not be used at this event. We have used a new system where we have first responders who will be available for all emergencies, and they are available through our community, through our ambassadors, tournament ambassadors, and through the information hub. Risk management. Please make good decisions. If you see anything around player safety or coacher safety or manager safety that is an issue, please let the event management know through the information hub or through tournament control. Car park on site. There are two areas for parking on the touch fields beside Pullman Park, and extra car parks by the netball centres around Pullman Arena. Pullman Park entrances reveals Walters Road or Porchester Road. Please note Porchester Road's gate will not be open until 9:30 in the morning. Please do not park on yellow lines or the grassed areas or block in any cars. Tow trucks will be on site and you will be towed without notice. A pedestrian crossing will be in place to enable access between fields 1 and 12. There is also a 5k limit around near the tent marquee gazebo site. Access to the park is from 7 o'clock Friday, Saturday and Sunday morning. Vehicles are not approved to drive on playing grounds at any time, and this includes any grass areas. No spectators to be standing on the finals field surface or spectators to be inside the rope area at any time. This event is alcohol and smoke free. Please familiarise yourself with the protocols around AFI program and sideline behaviour. Also, refer to your manager's pack for any specific information. Scorecard of disputes. We highly recommend that you visit the referees before the game starts and start building a relationship with them. At halftime, go back to them and share halftime scores to make sure everyone's on the same page, including the opposing manager. At full time, if you agree with the card and everyone's happy, please sign. If you are not happy with the card and you think it's incorrect, do not sign it. You then lodge a protest at Tournament HQ within 15 minutes of the completion of the game. Note, you cannot dispute an awarded touchdown or a referee call. These are the scorecards that the referees will be using for this tournament. Please note, and we recommend you do the same, for every time a touchdown is scored, the player number is recorded. As discussed earlier, please at the start of the game visit the referees to form a relationship with them. Please advise them then if you have any stand-down players if you're carrying 16 players in your team. Remember, only 14 players can play in any particular game. Ensure your stand-down players that are in the box do not have playing strip on, that they are on their off-field gear at all times. Sub-box interchange area. Only those players and team officials registered on the team registration form are authorised to be in the sub-box. Footwear must be worn in the sub-box at all times. Interchanges that occur within the sub-box area only. Players and team officials to stay within the sub-box boundaries if they are communicating with the team. Only approved equipment is allowed in the sub-box area. For example, medical kit, water containers, and water bottles. No umbrellas, no gazebos, no seats or tables. Please familiarise yourself with the drop-off procedure as listed here, as this will be used on Sunday if any games end in a draw. If your team is lucky enough to make the finals, we congratulate you first of all. At the end of your semi-final, you'll be called to tournament control, where your instructions will be given on how the procedure will work. Teams to meet at Field 1 by scaffolding 10 minutes prior to the game time. Captains to complete coin toss. Teams line up for entrance onto the finals field. Teams to enter the field led by their captain, followed by their vice captain, and then players in number order. Players are to move out onto the 10-metre line, face the opposing team as names are called. Teams will then be asked to move forward, shake hands, and go to the sub-box in preparation for the hooter. Presentations will all happen at the end of the Under-18 boys final on Field 1. Presentation order will be in the finals order: 16 mixed, 16 girls, 16 boys, 18 mixed, 18 girls, 18 boys. Please note that a gold, silver, and bronze medal will be presented. Each team will only be awarded 19 medals in total. I'll repeat that. Each team will only be awarded 19 medals in total. Toilets. These will be situated in the toilet truck at the end of the club rooms. Wheelchair toilets are available at the back of the toilet truck. Drone usage is not allowed at any part of Pullman Park. This is as a result of being so close to Ardmore Airport. Please note it is a finable offence for unauthorised usage of drains at the venue. Marquees. Only approved team marquees and gazebos are allowed to be set up on site. Set up is only in approved areas in conjunction with the ground manager. Teams are allocated an approximate area of 6x6 site. Food vendors. There will be food vendors available beside the Field 1, and this will include coffee, hot food, ice cream, and New Zealand Touch Flakes barbecue. Tournament HQ, or the information centre as like we call it, will be upstairs in the rugby club. A scoreboard will be situated beside the closed field in the bottom of the stairs coming up to the information centre. This is also where the drinkable water station will be, and the Waterhorse has a number of taps for multiple use. Security will be on site Thursday, Friday and Saturday nights, and they'll primarily be there looking after the Touch New Zealand contracted gear. Any person leaving stuff, marquees, gazebos on site, do so at their own risk. Referee query. Please note this is a new thing that we're using for this tournament. At halftime, only the team captain or coach can approach the referees for ruling clarification. It can only take place with 1 minute of the game recommencing. Please read that again. And can only take place 1 minute of the game recommencing. Any hazards, please report them to Tournament Control or the Information Centre as you see them. Please note the field map. The marquee area is the light blue or light green area marked at the middle top. Final team registrations form with players' numbers and all team officials either handed into Tournament Control by 7 p.m. Thursday, 30th of February, or emailed to myself at tournaments@touchnz.co.nz by 7 p.m. Thursday, 30th of February. Most provinces have done well and these are already handed in. Outstanding work, but there are a few that have some slight changes. Please, these times must be adhered to because we have things to put in place that we have to activate with those forms before the event can start. Please familiarise yourself with Rule 22. Rubbish management. Rubbish bins will be on site for general rubbish for the teams. For general rubbish. Teams are to collect rubbish bags from the Tournament Information Centre and utilise in team marquees. We ask the teams to either one, take the rubbish to the bins on site. These will be situated beside the village and also down by the toilet truck, or remove this off site. We ask teams to have a zero waste footprint. Out of bound areas, cricket wickets, cricket nets, referee HQ and parking on playing areas. There is no warming up on marked fields. Fields will be roped off as such, so we ask you to stay behind the rope at all times. Opening ceremony will be 8 a.m. sharp on Field 1. Please assemble on Field 1 under the instructed tournament team by no later than 7:45. Game times are 15-minute halves with a 3-minute half time. Please note the compression gears can only be worn with dispensation approved from the tournament manager before the tournament starts. These must be lodged 5 days before the event starts. As the due lateness of this information, we are taking them up till Wednesday, the 13th of February. There are recovery pools and bins available to be booked through the Bunning activation tent beside Field 1, and the pools will be situated in the changing rooms by the rugby club by booking only. Good luck to all the teams. We wish you all well and hope you achieve all you wish to achieve at this event.